Hey Sky fam, it's your girl Ariel Rose. So I have about 4 hours until I have to head to the airport to start this 3-day block. This is gonna be my first block of November, which is nice because the way my schedule fell, I got like 6 days off. The last day I worked was Halloween and I'm gonna go back for the 6th. So I basically got a week off by just scheduling, and so that has been really nice to just like get my life in order, spend some time with family and all that good stuff. Ran some errands earlier today. I am going to make some food that I can pack with me so I'm not spending a ton of money in the airport. And yeah, I'm only gonna have 1 day off in between my blocks because I picked up 2 blocks. I almost picked up 3, but I was like, girl, what are you thinking? You're not gonna do that. So I didn't pick up that 3rd one. But the way people be selling blocks out here, I was like, I might need to just go ahead and grab that. So I grabbed 2 blocks. So I'm gonna do this 3-day block, 1 day off, a 6-day block, 1 day off, another 6-day block, and then I think I'm off for the remainder of the month, something like that. So, and I have Thanksgiving off, so yay. And I wasn't even off probation yet. I was talking to some flight attendants, was like, oh, I really hope, you know, that I don't have to work Thanksgiving because that's like my family's really big holiday. And they were like, you just got here, you're not gonna get it off. And look who got it off. I just wanna say that. I don't mind working Christmas, but I did not want to work Thanksgiving, and I'm not. So love that for me. So let's kind of get into the packing mode. I'm about to run some laundry, so I have a fresh uniform, my blanket that I always pack. So yeah, let's get ready for work. Y'all want to hear something crazy? So I didn't even end up recording me leaving the house because, as usual, it was hectic, okay? It was hectic. But I had the most interesting commute of my life so far. And I had to like jump into work mode while commuting out of uniform. I just had my badge on. That's the only way they even knew that I was a crew member. It was wild. The gate agents and the flight attendants were amazing. They were super sweet. Typically, like 9 out of 10, I fly on my own airline. Today I didn't because of how early the last flight for us was, and I just try to spend as much time at home as possible when I'm home. So I ended up taking the last flight out, and I saw that they had a ton of seats open, even though it was a different carrier, and I chose to go with them. One of the flight attendants moved me up to first class. Really great. He was amazing. But the passenger next to me was just like disoriented. And frankly, while working, I've never had to deal with this, but I just jumped into work mode immediately as I saw what was going on. And it was really just a matter of keeping the passenger safe at that point. I won't go into like full details. The passenger's fine. But it was not like anything I've ever experienced before. And for it to happen on a commute when I'm not even in uniform, and the other flight attendant just felt comfortable enough with me, and they felt comfortable with me because I was a woman and she was a woman, and they were a male flight attendant, I think played a role into it as well, because in first class he was really just by himself. It was interesting to say the least, but I'm glad that we all got here safely. There was no diversions needed. She was able to get off the aircraft fine, and you know, the rest of the plane deplaned easily as well. But that is without a doubt like the closest to a medical that I've ever had. And to think that it's not even on my carrier when I'm not even working, I'm not even in uniform, is crazy.
If I wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart. But there's just one thing I need from you. Say
Hello. So today has actually been a very long day, and I don't know why I have as much energy at this time of day. It is 9:24. And we are just getting into St. Louis. We are in St. Louis for tonight. My crew is great. We have an ABC crew, if you know, you know. And yeah, no, we're having a good old time. We're about to all just change. We have like 16 hours, so we don't leave until like 12:20 as our report for tomorrow. So your girl gets to sleep in, okay? Might not even have to set an alarm, but what I am going to do is set an alarm, and I'm gonna work out in the morning because we said we're gonna make changes. And we didn't make them, but we're going to make them now because we want to be better individuals, right? Totes. So I'm about to change and get ready to meet up with them for dinner downstairs. We're by the airport, so you know, like when you're by the airport, there's not a lot of options to like go out to. If we were like downtown or like another location, there'd probably be stuff around us to go to, but we're not. So we're gonna make the most out of our hotel. I do typically suggest like going out and exploring your city when you're in a new place, but it can typically be a little bit harder when you have a somewhat shorter overnight, even though this is like a decent amount of time. But when you're by the airport, usually like lifts are more expensive and things like that if you want to go explore. So exploring your hotel is good too, okay? So yes, I'm going to change because your girl actually is hungry. Okay, toodles.
because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be my baby, let me make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me, ain't gotta do nothing crazy. See, all I want you to do is be my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love.
Now y'all, it is amazing how one flight attendant's day can be one way and a flight attendant in the back's day was completely different. Because working A, who in scheduling did that to me? Who did it to me? Yo, this last leg, first of all, it was 4 legs. They were all short. And you're like, oh, they're short and sweet. It's okay. No, see, what gets me is the repetition. I would have preferred 2 long legs as opposed to 2 really short ones. And like, y'all, this last leg, they know it's my last leg of 4. It is 10:24 p.m. I'm not even used to doing PMs anymore. We don't leave here till 6 p.m. tomorrow. I have hotels in Chicago for the next 2 nights because I thought I was gonna go home for a night, but I end at 11 p.m. that there's no point in going home to fly back the same day. So I'm just gonna spend some time in Chicago now. Okay, so the whole crew, our pilots ended up staying with us, so we are going to all do a quick change again and go have dinner together. Late night bite, I guess. I don't even know if it's considered dinner anymore. Good night.
Interesting. This is a cute market though.
I was doing my hair and stuff, getting ready, and I walk out. It's like 6 p.m. into the room, and it's pitch black. This whole time change is getting me, but 2 legs, let's get her done. When I tell you I have never loved my job more, I finally did my first Jetway trade. I was supposed to end in Chicago, of course, but literally today was just 2 legs from Columbus to Atlanta and then Atlanta back to Chicago, and then I was landing so late I wasn't going to be able to have a flight to catch back to Atlanta tonight. I only had 1 day off, so I was able to trade at the jet bridge and be able to go home. My crew was amazing. Went to the market today, off of probation. It was a great trip. Amazing. Love it for me.